Welcome dear students to the Android Project Lab video series. So this is the last assignment that we have, that is the write an application that draws basic graphical primitives on the screen. So basically here graphical primitives in the sense we should able to draw some graphical shapes like circle, square, rectangle, line and so on. So we are considering in our example we will be drawing some four basic elements like square, rectangle, circle and line. So this is the problem statement. So let us understand this in more detail. So assume that you want to draw something on a paper like physically. So what all is required? So you required a paper, and then you required a pencil, and to draw the diagram you will be rotating your hands. I mean you will be moving your hands on the paper so that you can draw it. And also you require a um, paint to design that or to fill the colors for those graphics. So we consider like four elements. We require a paper, and then we require a pen or pencil to draw the image or to draw the shapes, and to fill that we require a paint. So the same concept can be used in case of the uh, Android as well. I mean, this is the physical version. Now let us take the digital version. So in this, consider this as a paper. On that, you're going to use some important elements. So let us take that. So to draw something, we need basically four components. Like we require something called as the bitmap. Okay, so that bitmap will allow us to hold the pixels. Like if you consider an image, every image will be made up of small, minute elements or small cells, we can say, called as the pixels. So where we can have the x coordinates and y coordinates, and based on that, a image will be generated. And then we require a canvas. Canvas is basically in the Android, it is a canvas class that performs the 2D drawing for the different objects onto the screen. So to design 2D objects or to 2D drawing, we read this canvas class. So also it will help us to host the draw methods. So when you want to implement or when you want to draw a circle or rectangle, we are going to use some methods, inbuilt methods, we are going to use that. So those method can be called by using this canvas class. So those methods are present in the canvas class. And then we require to have the shapes like rectangle, square. For that we will be using this inbuilt shapes. And then we require this paint to describe the colors and shapes. So basically we are going to use all these classes, that is the bitmap, canvas, shapes and paint. So these all basically they are present on the uh, android.graphics. In that all these classes are present, that is we are going to import these, that is graphics.bitmap and graphics.canvas and so on. These will be considered. Now we will create our application. Go to file, and from here we'll select new project, and we'll say empty activity and say next, and give the assignment number. You can say lab term work 7, and then this we will not make any changes to this. We'll keep it as Jelly Bean and language as Java, and then say finish. So all the basic files have been loaded now, and we are at the activity main.xml. So we will remove this part. We don't require the text view, so we'll just remove this, and then we will change this constraint layout to the linear layout. Automatically we can also change this, place the linear layout. So now we will take a image view. The basic requirement is Java provides to design that, we already discussed that we require a bitmap. So to create a bitmap, basically we required some image. So we'll take a widget that is image view. So we'll take this image view, and then we'll select it as match parent. For this also we'll select a match parent, and then we'll provide a ID for this. So ID is equal to dot image view. So this is what is required. So only this basically we require this image view. On that we can create our canvas, and the same thing on that image a bitmap can be set. So now we'll go to the main activity.java. So here I need to create the variables for the image view and for the bitmap. So we'll take this, we'll create bitmap object, bitmap, we can say bg, and then for, so we'll create a variable for image view as well. So image view, say img. So this basic thing we need to do first. And now our objective is to create a bitmap. So basically we need to create our own bitmap. So we'll say creating our own bitmap. So to create the bitmap, we'll use that variable bg is equal to, so there is a method which is present in this bitmap class. We'll say bitmap dot, so create bitmap. So basically bitmap is an array of binary data, we can say, and also we state that it is used to hold the pixels. So now when we are creating this bitmap, we need to give its x and y coordinates, and also we can say the uh, height and width can be given for this bitmap. That the bitmap that we are going to create, for that we need to specify the height and width. So that can be done by using this bitmap dot create bitmap method. Inside that we'll be passing the arguments, we can say 720, that is the width, and we'll set a height for it, and then followed by we need to also give the configuration. So that configuration is done by using this bitmap dot config dot rgb 565. Now let us understand the meaning of it in more detail. So we are creating a bitmap, and we are assigning the width and height according to the requirement. And what is the meaning of this uh, config.rgb? So this, let us study with this. It returns a mutable bitmap with specified width and height. Mutable in the sense, basically in the Java we know that mutable and immutable. So whenever we have this mutable, that means for this object we can make our own changes can be done. When it is said unmutable, then we cannot make any changes to the objects. But whenever we have mutable objects, then we can make some changes, or user defined changes can be made to that. So parameters that we are passing is the width of the bitmap and the height of the bitmap, and then config integrates the bitmap configuration. So this configuration is basically explained here now. So the possible bitmap configuration. So a bitmap configuration describes how pixels are stored. I mean, when uh, in what representation, like the RGB that we have used, the combinations and how much space it is using to store these colors. That is, we are actually understanding with the C length or the number of bytes are required to hold this. So each pixel is stored on 2 bytes, and only the RGB channels are encoded. So for this, the meaning of RGB 565 is we are using the color combination of this red, green and blue, and this indicates that red is stored with 5 bits of precision. So if 5 bits, that means the maximum number of possible values for the red is 32. Similarly, green is stored with 6 bits representation or the precision we can say. That means we can have 64 possible values for the green, and blue is stored with 5 bits of precision. Again for this blue we can have 32 possible combination. So this is how we can create the bitmap. So just take this bitmap object, that is bg, and with that you can create the bitmap by using the method create bitmap, which is present in the bitmap class. Now if you observe this, all this bitmap is present in the graphics.bitmap. Now we'll try to access the image view that we have given in the main.xml. For this, it has to be fetched, this image view. So we'll try to take that. So we have created the variable that is image. So for that, we will take this as image is equal to find view by id, and then we'll provide the name of the id, that is r dot id dot this image view. So we are linking that XML image that we have taken inside this Java class. Now our objective is to uh, set this bitmap that we have created to the background, that is to the image view that we have. For that we are going to set this bitmap. So for that we will take this method, that is g dot set image, set image bitmap, then followed by this uh, pg. So what basically we have done here is, as we know that to draw something we need that pixels. So that pixels, I mean bitmap will hold those pixels. So for that we initially created this bitmap by using this create bitmap method. And then we access this image view from this. I mean we are linking that XML in the image view that we are created in the XML. And for that we are setting this bitmap as the background we can say. So it says that sets a bitmap as the content of this image view. So the image view that we have created, for that we are setting this bitmap that we have created, that is the user defined bitmap that we have created with the specified width and height, whatever we have created, that will be set as the content for that particular image view. Now our objective is to draw the graphics, that is to draw the shapes. So before drawing that, as we have discussed, we require the canvas has to be created. So canvas acts like as a surface. So we need to create the canvas object, and also we need to create the paint object. I mean to fill those shapes we require, or to have the colors and style we require the paint. So let us create the objects for the canvas and for the paint. So we'll take this canvas class. So say canvas space canvas is equal to, so we are instantiating it, new canvas, and here we'll set this bitmap. And so we can say that this is the creating the canvas object. Similar to this, once the canvas object is created, we need to create the paint object, and we need to set the colors and text size. So we'll say creating the paint object and setting the color and text size. So we'll create this paint is equal to new paint. So basically it is showing this. So the moment we enter the alt enter, the file has been imported. That is the respected class has been imported. So we are importing from this. If you observe here, the bitmap is also present in this graphics, and canvas, paint, all they are belonging to this uh, graphics class. So from there we are taking them. And then for this paint object has been created. For this we are going to set the color and the text size. So the graphics that you are going to draw, that will be of this color and with this size. So we'll use this paint variable, paint dot, and say set color, and here we'll say that color dot, you can say red or yellow. So we are setting the color. Next we'll set the text size. So paint dot set text size, so we'll say it as 50. So these are the prerequisites that are required. So creating the bitmap, then setting this bitmap as the content to that particular image, and we require the canvas. Basically, like a canvas acts like a surface on which we will be drawing this 2D objects. So a bitmap acts as a surface over which the canvas is placed. So once the pixel is present on that, we can have this canvas, and on that we can draw these uh, elements, or we can draw the objects like square, rectangle can be drawn. So now we will use the inbuilt method that are present in this canvas class. So for that we'll use this. For example, we want to draw this rectangle, so we'll write the code for that. To draw rectangle, okay, so we'll use this canvas variable, there is a canvas object, canvas dot draw text. So we'll say draw text first, and here we'll pass the name, that is the name as rectangle, then followed by the the coordinates will be passing x and y coordinates, and then we'll pass the paint variable as the argument. So what this basically indicates is, I want to draw a rectangle, and for that I want to give the name of the rectangle as rectangle, and then these will be the arguments that we are passing, that is x coordinate and y coordinate, and the paint uh, object that we have created. So that means whatever the attributes we have given to this paint object, that is the, we have set the color as red and the size as 50. So the rectangle I'm going to draw will be having the color as red, and its name will be rectangle, and its size, text size, will be of 50. So that is what we have done here. Now we need to actually draw the uh, rectangle. So for that we have this canvas dot draw rectangle, draw rect, and here we'll pass the values. Then we'll say paint. So let us study in this detail. So what basically it is doing is, draw text with origin at x comma y using the specified paint. The origin is interpreted based on the align setting in the paint. So basically we are drawing the text, and the name of the text is rectangle, and we are using this x and y coordinates for that. So parameters that we are passing is the text to be drawn. Okay, what text you want to draw, and the x coordinate of the origin of the text being drawn. So the x coordinate where this text will start, and the y coordinate, the y coordinate of the baseline of the text. So on the canvas, when you have all this in terms of pixels, you need to specify the x and y coordinates for the objects as well as the, for the shapes as well as the text information that you're going to draw. And then the paint used for the text, that is the whatever the color and text as you have mentioned, that will be applied to this. And now we are actually drawing this rectangle. So this indicates that draw the specified rectangle using the specified paint. So again, for the draw rectangle that we are drawing, for that we have set it this, and this indicates the parameters are the left, top, right, bottom. So rectangle will be having the four sides. So for that, the left side of the rectangle to be drawn, so that we are mentioning here. And similarly for top, the top side of the rectangle to be drawn, the right and bottom. So that will be passed as the parameters to this draw rectangle method. And all this draw text, draw rectangle methods are present inside this canvas class. So we need to, basically we need to create the canvas object, and then we can fetch the methods that are available. So this is a simple rectangle has been drawn. So similarly, we can create the other shapes. So let us take with that. So we'll write the code for other objects to draw a circle. So we'll use the same canvas dot draw text. So we'll say it as circle, and again we'll set those values. So randomly, it is not like every time you have to give the same values, but by doing some try and error methods, you can set the proper values for it, and then pass the paint variable. So we are given the name for the circle as circle, and now we'll be actually drawing this canvas dot draw circle, and here we'll pass the values. So now, as we have given the name for the rectangle, the shape that will be drawn as a rectangle, for that we are given the name as rectangle. Similarly, we are giving a name as circle. And for this draw circle, we have different parameters here. So let us take that. So draw the specified circle using the specified paint. If the radius is less than or equal to 0, then nothing will be drawn. So we need to specify the radius. So the parameters that we are passing is the x coordinate of the center of the circle to be drawn, and the y coordinate of the center of the circle to be drawn, and then the radius of the circle. So whenever we are drawing the circle, we require the radius. So the radius we are setting it as 150, and this x coordinate and y coordinate will indicate the x coordinate for the center and the y coordinates for the center, where the center of the circle should be. So for that, we require the x and y coordinates. So cx and cy indicates the center for the x coordinate and center for the y coordinate, and then the paint variable, so that the circle will be drawn with the color as red and this text size as 50. So similarly, we can draw the other objects. So we'll to draw square, we'll use the same method, canvas dot draw text. We'll say it as square. So this is the text, and now we'll draw this square. So we'll pass the argument. So we basically we do not have any inbuilt method called as square. And for the rectangle only, we'll specify the parameters in such a way that it will become a square. So we'll pass the values. And then we'll pass the paint. So, and finally we'll draw a line. Again, we'll use same canvas dot draw text. So we'll draw a line, like we have set the same draw text, and we have given the name as line, and we'll to draw the line we'll pass the arguments. So this indicates that from where this has to draw. So draw a line segment with specified start and stop. That is, to start the line and to end the line, we require again the coordinates. Okay, so x and y coordinates. So line is always framed. The style is ignored in the paint. So it is always since it is a frame, so it will be ignoring this paint for this. And here the start x indicates that the x coordinate of the start point of the line, and start y indicates the y coordinate of the start point of the line. So to start with a line, so we require two coordinates for x and y. So from where the line can start or it can begin, and similarly to stop the line, again we need this two coordinate, that is stop x and stop y. So where it can stop or where the line has to be completed. So this is all that we have in this. So let us execute the program now. So we'll go to run. So it has started. So you can see that there were no errors and the success operation, and we can see that the graphics are present on this. So this is what you need to do. So if you want to change the colors, you can change the colors here. There are inbuilt colors are available. You can change that as well. So let us summarize this now. So as we know, to draw any object like any shapes, we require to have the four elements, that is the bitmap, canvas, and some shapes are required. And also to draw those shapes with a particular color and style, we require the paint. So initially we'll create a bitmap. So to create a bitmap, we require this bitmap class, and we'll create the object of it, a variable we can say. And then we need to link to the image view that we have in the activity main.xml. So we have created the idea as image view. So we'll try to reference that. So for that we have created a variable image, that is img. And now here we have created the bitmap with specified width and height and with the configuration. And this is just to have the different possible values and its representation. So RGB stands for red, green, blue, and the number of possible values and its representation. So red is represented with 5 bits and green with 6 bits, so that we can have 32 possible values for red, green, and so on. So that will be indicated with this. So we'll use this create bitmap that is present in the bitmap class, and all this classes are present in the Android.graphics. So canvas, color, paint, all these are present there. And then once the create we have created the bitmap, that bitmap will be set as the background. So the image view that we have, for that we are setting it. So this sets a bitmap as the content for that image view. And then we need to create the canvas, because all this draw rectangle, draw text, all these methods are present inside this canvas. So canvas objects will hold the methods, or to like we discuss, to host the draw methods, we need to have this canvas, and we have created or instantiated here the canvas object. And similar to that, we require this paint, so we created the paint, and we have set the color as red and the text size as 50. And here we need to draw the different shapes. So before drawing these shapes, what we have done is, for the shapes we have given the name. For example, if you don't use this draw text, then inside this output the objects will appear, I mean the shapes will appear, but without any names. So we are just providing the names here. So if you observe the rectangle, and what will be its x coordinate and y coordinate, so that will be indicated here. And the name, that is the rectangle that we are given, and what should be its size, we are specifying that the size should be of 50. So this will be present inside the paint. So we are passing the parameter as paint, so it will start with x coordinate and y coordinate, and it will take the color and size as specified in this paint variable, so that we are passing it as the argument. And followed by that, we are drawing the different shapes. So draw a rectangle with left, top, right and bottom, with that we already discussed, like with specified height and width. We can, for the four corners, I mean for the four sides in fact, we can set that size. And similar to that, we can draw a circle with a center and the radius. So radius will be 150, but what should be the coordinate for the center? So in this case, if you consider this circle and if this is the center, what should be the coordinates of the center? For that we require the x and y coordinate, that we are specifying it as 200 and 350. Then we want to draw the square. So again, we are drawing the text and square, and this left, top, right margin we are setting it. Basically we do not have any inbuilt square method, but we can use the draw rectangle with um, proper values, so that it will become a square itself. And then finally we are drawing the line. So to draw the line, this is the starting point, that is start x and start y. So x and y coordinate for the starting of the line, and then for the stopping of the line again we require the x and y coordinates, and that will be done like this. So we can draw this different shapes. So similarly there is a possibility of, I mean you can draw a arc and many other classes, I mean many other methods that are present, so you can try with that. So this is what we have in the seventh assignment. Thank you all.